So our garden is on the downhill side of our house. Our farm is called Blackberry Hill because check out these hills we got here. It's pretty steep. Might not look that way in the video, but it's a lot of levels here. This is my pumpkin patch, sunflowers, corn, pumpkins. I kind of take up that whole area in the spring. And then our main garden is here. I do flowers in these beds, and I've only prepped one bed so far, is this one. I've prepped for cool season crops. There's my greenhouse, our chicken coop. This is all of our chicken yard, and then the garden is separately fenced. We have hot wire around the top because of bears and bees, which they have gotten our hives before. But and then I just pulled all these grow bags down this season. They used to be up by our greenhouse here, but our dog was tearing the grow bags apart. You can see he tore a handle off. He shredded one entirely. And you know, these aren't meant to last forever, but I'd like to get another couple years out of them. And I usually plant peppers and tomatoes in these. So I got to rearrange this, but that's another day. So our garden has 6 8x4 raised beds, and they are, I want to say 32 inches high. I think that's right. I might have to measure them. But I really max out this space. We built all of these, and I do have a video I will link below on how we built these beds. This is our 4th year with them. They are holding up awesome. They are cedar. And then I have 2 cattle panel trellises that I absolutely love. One thing I do want to do this year is this tends to get very mucky. You could see how much water because of all the drainage off this hill. The hill continues to go up there, so we get quite a bit of drainage down here. You can see there's standing water. So I would like to get a layer of cedar chips dumped and kind of just get this a little nicer looking. You know, it's more function over beauty per se here, but it would be nice to just have a little more less standing water. All the beds in this garden are on drip lines, so we have our hose outlets here. Everything I use DripWorks system, so the main line kind of snakes through all the beds, and then I have individual drip lines in the bed, which is incredible because I don't have to worry about watering this garden at all. It's all on a timer, does its own thing. I do have garlic growing in these grow bags. I don't know, I think I planted about 30 cloves. The chickens ate some of them because the chickens were in here over the winter. I let them till up the beds and fertilize everything for me. So they were in here, but the garlic's coming up great. Where they ate, like there's a clove, I could tell they ate the one out of here. I'll probably just fill in with some either onions or beets. I'll see what I have going on. So in the fall, I really yank the plants out, most of them, and I kind of let most of them decompose in the beds. And then in the spring, I just come back and pull out the real woody stuff that's still left. Like I said, the chickens will eat a lot of the vegetation up. Any lingering tomatoes or whatever else I forgot to harvest, sunflower seeds. The chickens do an amazing job tilling these beds, pooping in here, scratching around for bugs. And then in the spring, I'll just come in and clean up these big woody stalks. I don't worry about the little stuff. And I don't like turn over the soil. What I do is, this bed is all prepped. I put probably a 2 to 3 inch layer of our own special chicken poop compost down. Then I get 1 bag of soil conditioner, a little sprinkling of solid fertilizer, and then I top it with garden I'm getting distracted. The dog's like going in the pool over there with garden straw. Now I'll link the garden straw. I get it at Greenhouse Megastore, but I've used this last year too. I really didn't have any problem with grass seeds coming up. I know if you just grab straw from the store, you will have a ton of grass seed because I made that mistake before. So learn from me, get garden straw. And I do have these chives over winter. This has been growing here forever, and I'm getting ready to plant some crops. So I'll show you what I'm planting. First off, Winchester, get out of the pool. You're gonna fall in there, dude. Come on. This is our COVID vacation. We bought an above ground pool. You stinker. I'm sure that water's super clean too. Okay, so I am growing some onion sets this year. I've only ever grown onions from seeds, so this will be a new experience. And I actually did start some from seeds. They're growing in the greenhouse. Not quite ready to plant out yet, but I have both yellow and red, and I only found these huge bags. I'm not planting 200 onions. My husband doesn't like onions. I would be fine with 200 onions, but number one, I don't have the space for it. And my husband's not a big onion person, so no onion soup for us. But, whew, I'm sorry, the sun is so bright. Wow, look at my hair. Okay, hold on. It's so bright. I'm worried that you guys can see this, but so I got my 2 rows of onions, and again, you can succession plant these, but I have seeds coming too that I started, so I'm leaving a lot. I have a lot of room. Again, it's an 8-foot bed, so it grows a lot in a little space. So I am just doing, there's 18 and 18 of the yellow, so that's 36 onions there. And again, I'm going to do more from the ones I started from seeds. They're different varieties, so they're about 4 inches apart. I have to plant them still, but don't forget your tags. And I know I've said I do the wood stick tags, but I got a package of these for free, so I'm gonna just do this now. And I plant them along the drip line, so even though I won't be able to see them, I know that they're planted in a strip along the drip line. So yellow and then red. And all you do is you really don't want to plant them too deep. Obviously the root end down, that's the root end. The leaf end goes up, and you want them just about to the surface level from what I've read. Again, I've never planted them from sets before, so was that even on video? I don't know what I'm doing. So again, just dig a little hole, cover that up. I do like to cover them with the straw. It keeps them nice and moist and a little bit protected. So I'm gonna get these all in the ground, and then I'll show you what else I have to plant. Okay, next up, I am gonna direct sow some arugula and bok choy. I absolutely love this. I've grown this every year. The seeds are a couple years old, but it grows so well, and it's so good. And then I have also beets and radishes. I'll show you what varieties of these. Okay, we are not a huge radish family, but I do like a little bit of radishes. So this is just a really fun mix, but these are my favorite. And obviously we don't use that many because these are from 2021, and there's still a pretty good amount left there. These get planted, woo, 1/4 inch deep. So I am going to plant them right pretty close to the edge here in front of the yellow onions, and it gets a little more shaded there. Okay, here's the beets I'm growing this year. I have never tried Early Wonder. I was excited to try those. I really like red beets, so this is a new one for me. These two were my favorite in previous years, so I know they look really similar. And then these are also 2 new ones for me this year. I wasn't a huge fan of these yellow or these Chioggia ones. I don't know, they didn't grow the best for me, and I don't know. I just really like a red beet. So I'm not even gonna grow these ones this year. I don't feel like I need to because I wasn't a huge fan, and it's my garden, so I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna try all these varieties, and most of that half of the bed will be beets. I have a little bit of a half a row here I'm gonna grow. But again, I love beets. I love to pickle them. I love they're good. So lots of beets this year. So these all get planted a 1/2 inch depth. All I do is I just make a row with my finger and move the straw. Ooh, low battery. Okay, move the straw out of the way. And that's it. That's about a 1/2 inch. I don't fuss around with it too much. Beets are super easy to grow. And also, beet seeds are pretty big, so they're very easy to sow and space. I space mine about 3 to 4 inches apart, 1/2 inch deep, and that's it. Let them do their thing. Okay, I pretty much have the entire bed planted. I have room for one more row of something in the middle there. I will probably put my onion seedlings or scallions or something in there, but when I label them, I just put an arrow. That means it's pretty much the whole row. So I have a little bit of radishes here, a little more beets starting halfway down, and then red and yellow onions, the whole row. And then this whole part here is beets. Yeah, so one bed done. Oh, bok choy is down at this end. I didn't plant that much of it, but I do like to succession plant it. So I might do more of that down at that spot in a couple weeks. But